Old schools that super clean. Till we fall, foreign cars that super mean. It's a sad holiday, candy car anniversary. 84 parade, drop the top and check my TV.
Yeah.
Fresh dog,
you know what it is, man. Your boy Young Black, motherfucking Gladiator. Look, I'm riding peanut butter, silly frame, belts and buckles on the trunk. Purple drink up in my cup and purple kush up in my blunt. About to put another stunt, fifth drop a trunk popper, a front hopper, bitch a certified stunt doctor. The trunk proper, got it dressed up by Condre. Riding drop boss, you in that Cadillac alone.
Hello, I'm Picture Perfect Ashley Nicole.
Yo, it's your man Geronimo the Don.
And your band Q the Great.
And you can tune in every Monday from 8 to 10 p.m.
For kickback and conversations, check out Q the News, check out the Focus of the Week, and check out Now That I'm Older.
Catch us every Monday on the B-side of the After Party Radio.
See you at the party.
And you already know. And if you want to reach me, hit me on the download. If I don't call back, don't put on the structure.
What's up, guys? I am Picture Perfect Ashley Nicole, sitting here with the lovely Tia Talks.
What up?
And also Miss Ebony from Yoga in the Hood, our special guest. And you're tuned into Talking 30 radio show on the After Party radio station. That's right, Talking 30, your only place for kickback and real conversation. Today's show is brought to you by Audible. Now look at that phone already going off. I'm already about to get fired. Today's show is brought to you by Audible. Get a free Auto book download and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/talking30. That's all together, guys, just for those who didn't know. Over 18,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. What's up, guys?
What's good?
Man, come on down.
I'm excited I can use Audible and all those different channels.
Yes. I did 2 trials from 2 different emails. Mm-hmm. I think I downloaded 1 book from 2 different ones, so I don't know what that tells y'all. But basically, I know we got that good 30-day trial that I hurried up and ended. I hurried up and ended it, so they wouldn't charge my account. How about that? So, guys, like basically right now we're just, I just left the fair. The fair was cool.
Winning.
I haven't been yet.
Okay, look, if you haven't been to the fair, y'all gotta go.
Yes, it's thebomb.com. I went the day before. I had the chance to go the day before the fair opened, so they were like testing out all the stoves.
The rides.
Yes, they were testing out like all the stuff. So I was like, yes, they were just giving things away for free. So I'm uber excited because then I get to go. They have like a non-profit day where you can go.
Jealous.
And all the non-profits get together in the city of Dallas at the state fair. You know,
that's
so
what's
I'm
up.
excited about that. Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, so that's on the 19th. Shout out Francoise.
Oh, I'm so jealous now.
Texas.
Did you get to eat anything? Like,
yeah. They were just practicing with the stoves.
Runs.
Yeah, they were doing test runs right before the day before. I had no idea. Like I had the opportunity to see like the fair like come together this year, which was
that's pretty cool.
I didn't know
it was
like that much of a production, you know.
I think they have like so many different programs, or in this case, so many different things or credible things. Yeah, that you can get with the nonprofits that we don't really know about. Like I'm trying to start my profit, but when I do start my nonprofit, I'm gonna hit you up so we can find out together all of the perks that we can get. Because it's almost
awesome people in Dallas, and they'll plug you in.
Oh man, I'm going on flight. Can they do? I want some flights.
Yeah, actually, American Airlines and what's the other one? Southwest. They do flights for nonprofits. They will incur that cost for you.
Good to know.
So how was your weekend?
It was good. I didn't do much.
Well, that's probably the best thing. If you got rest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My weekend was like shoots, of course, the regular with the clients. And, oh, my God, I must plug this in there. I had a great time at Yoga in the Hood. If anybody.
Yes.
If anybody follows my social media, you know I went to Yoga in the Hood and I was tired. And if you've been following my social media for a long time, you know I tried to work out at one point in my life. And I don't work out anymore. So that yoga in the hood took my neck and my back
Don't
to a different level. But let me tell you about the experience I had, guys. Like, it was amazing. Like, with the... It was so, like, relaxing and comfortable. And the girls went. So my girls, like, they just love everything that I do anyways. But it was just amazing with the whole atmosphere. I mean, it was not too hot. It was cool. Yeah. Like... And then she just, like, kept... It's like her voice is calming. I need somebody to know that. Like, Miss Ebony's voice is, like, calming. So it was like...
That's my yogi voice.
Okay.
to get you centered.
Yes, that's my yogi. Okay. Drop into character, like.
Okay. Well, then if that's what was going on, basically it was on point. So the girl...
It's exciting to hear.
Tell me your backstory and all that good stuff. Where'd you come up with the name? How did you come up with that and all that good stuff?
I started practicing yoga about 7 years ago. Shout out Z Money. That's my daughter. She'll be 7 October 15th. And so that's how I started practicing yoga when I was pregnant with her.
Okay.
So I wanted to have a natural childbirth. And my doula was like, hey, you should probably start practicing yoga to prepare your body, man. It just felt so awesome. Like, yoga just felt so amazing. But
you're perfect.
No, you're amazing. You're an amazing human being. You're an amazing human being.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, it just felt so good practicing it, but it was uncomfortable because nobody really looked like me, like whether it was my size or even my skin color, tone. You know? And it just helped me to transform my life in such a dynamic way, like literally, like drastically, you know, that, dang, we need this in the hood. It's no yoga studios in the hood. Like, shout out Sync, because that's one of the few yoga studios that's in Oak Cliff. But and that's where I did a lot of my training. Shout out Jennifer. She always opened up her doors for me and provided me to do practice for free because yoga is expensive and it's put out there just for white women who are middle class or upper class who can afford to be well. That's and wellness is for everybody.
It is.
And so that's where I came from. It came from yes, I'm gonna do yoga literally in the hood. I'm going to do yoga in my neighborhood because that's what hood is short for, neighborhood. And so that's where it came from. And then my little brother was like, yoga in the hood. And so he made this dope logo, that looks like the Boys in the Hood logo.
Yes.
So I was like, yes, nailed it. So, yeah that's kind of where it came from. Yeah.
That's what's up.
So how often do you do your events? Do you do that often?
Yeah, every Saturday I host free yoga in the park. And oddly enough, I've been doing this for about 2 years. And for the first couple of years, like, nobody was out there. Just like a few people would come. Most of the time, nobody would come. And then this summer, like, it's just gone crazy. Like,
really?
It's just crazy to see, like, 150 people go, like, from, like, 4 people to no people to like 150 people.
Wow.
So it's just
what do you think
an
made
amazing experience. Oh man,
what do you think?
Health and wellness is in right now.
Yeah, it is. So it's popular.
True.
That's always been my thing, to make yoga like a part of popular culture, to make it like something that's super cool to
especially
do.
for the black culture. Like you were saying, you don't really see. They always say that black people don't work out,
right.
or black women don't work out. So for you to come and do this, that's really dope. And people are trying to go outside the box and try different things and be connected with other people. So I think that's dope.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, that's the whole point, just to make wellness accessible in our communities, because we don't even know what that means to be well, like mind, body, and spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Everything's so out of whack because we don't have the privilege to where you have options where you have more than one thing that you can choose from right there in your neighborhood. Sometimes people have to travel far just to get those resources. So I think that's dope.
Yeah.
So what made you think it kind of boosted it up? You said you've been doing it for 2 years, and then all of a sudden it's just...
Oh man, I just think my growth in the practice and my consistency, definitely that I've never been so consistent in anything in my life. So, definitely God's grace. I just think it was just time for the evolution, and I'm just excited to have the opportunity to bring wellness to communities that wouldn't otherwise have it. They don't know it. We have misconceptions in our community, even about yoga in and of itself.
Yeah.
Like that it has a religious connotation, or that it's going to somehow take away from your Christian beliefs and things of that nature. And so, just to break down those barriers, or that you have to be like 2 pounds and be able to, put your foot behind your ear, like just all those things, being able to break down those boundaries to get to the meat of it. Like, this
it's
can
mostly
help
like
you.
an internal thing, like,
definitely
being in tune with your body,
listening
to your body, understanding your body, and all that kind of stuff. So
Connecting back to who you are destined to become, you know, connecting back to yourself and giving you tools that when things are happening around you and it's crazy and maybe you're dealing with anxiety or depression, giving you tools to be able to function in life. Yeah. You know.
That's amazing. Shout out to you and thank you for that platform.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank
to be
you.
able to come out and, you know, the kids were there.
Yeah. Love
different
kids.
Different size women were there.
Yeah.
Different race women were there.
Ages. Yes. Yeah. It's so cool to see that, man. It's just so cool to see. Some people ask me the question all the time about business. Well, like, what's your demographic? Like, what does your ideal person look like? And I always struggle with answering that question because I feel like yoga and wellness is for everybody.
Yeah.
And so I'm just so excited to see everybody range from, like, you know, 60-year-old women out there to young African American women and males, you know, and white women that come from all different types of places, like all different race, colors, sizes, creeds, and that's what it's all about. That's how I want Yoga in the Hood to be, because it's not just for, you know, anything, the ghetto, whatever you think the hood means to you, neighborhood, that's what it is. Whoever neighborhood is in, community, yes.
So I seen one guy out there.
Yeah.
So do you want to get more guys out? Like,
normally more guys come. It's so weird because yoga, it was invented by men. Like, women couldn't even practice yoga before, you know, when it was first indoctrinated. So it's just weird that guys have the misconception that the yoga is just for, you know, women or whatnot. You have to be, like, very strong to practice yoga. So, you know, I have some males that come out. Would I like to see more? Yeah, I feel like everybody should be doing yoga, you know?
Yes, that's true.
And I know it's not for everything's not for everybody, but definitely some kind of spiritual meditation, you know, some things that's going to allow you to be still in this busy world.
I see Russell Simmons practicing yoga.
Yeah, I saw him with his little stretches.
He's everything.
So when I see that, I'm like, let me try a little harder, because he kind of got that money.
Yeah.
So maybe it's going to meditate me into the bucks.
And that's so interesting that you would even say that, because yoga for me was helping me change my frame of mind, like how I thought about things in my life, how I thought about what I was worth,
that's
what I deserved, what I could manifest in life, you know what I'm saying? How to really tap into what God created me to do and use what he gave me to be, you know, all that he designed me to be. And so,
because when you start to change one part of your life, your body, your mind, whatever it is, you start to apply that to everything else. So, you know, I'm getting my body right. I need to get my mind right too. I need to get my finances too. I need to get my household in order, get my kids together. So, like, it kind of just branches out once you take that first step. So I can definitely see how working out in general can kind of send to you and get you where you need to be. So
it
I'm
definitely,
here for that.
it definitely, it's like everything has to follow.
Yeah.
Everything has to follow.
It'll go downhill from there. You just got to take that first step. So are you doing this full time, or is that the goal?
Yeah, I do it full time. This is my first year out of the classroom. I taught school for 5 years. I taught 5th grade science.
How's that going for you, that transition? How was it transition
awesome
for you?
Like, oh my God, because
hard work.
It's just such a struggle in the classroom because
it's not what you really want.
Right, it just wasn't what I was supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
Although I love kids, you know, yoga, I love to teach yoga to kids with that, you know, and I love science, like, but just not in the classroom. That just wasn't for me.
So you made that's
so
funny
I had to
thing
make
about
a decision.
It makes you uncomfortable.
Yes,
because that makes you want to get outside of that. So did you have that fear though, like stepping out there?
Yes.
How did you combat that? Because I know, because you have people in your circles and what you gonna do
girl,
for money?
Like for 2 kids, you got 2 kids.
You doing that?
How you gonna quit your job? You got
Let me know. And so you start doubting yourself, like, wait, can I do this?
Am I being irresponsible? I had those doubts, like, am I being irresponsible? Like,
are you letting them
two
suffer?
children.
Are you
Am I allowing them to suffer?
Am
I being selfish after my own dreams and desires? But what I learned in that path was the better that I am, the better that I can be for them.
Yes, and they'll see that.
Yeah, and they'll see that. They've seen me. They've been with me since day one doing yoga in the hood, and they've seen it go from what it was to what it is now, and they'll continue to be able to see that growth. So just to know that you can believe in something and work hard for something, that in and of itself is a very valuable lesson that I'm glad my children can be a witness to.
Because they can also apply that to themselves too.
Yeah.
And they don't, you know, I think as entrepreneurs, as we are at this table, it's when you are in a society where 9 to 5 is the way to go.
Right. Condition.
If you do anything outside of that, it's like this weird, scary thing.
Yeah.
So when our kids see us, we still, like for me, I'm still working. So I'm working 40 hours and then I'm working on this stuff afterwards, and they see me on that grind with the goal of not having to work for the man. So I think like,
the man,
and as mothers, they say that we can't be selfish. What?
You can't be selfish.
Wait a minute.
You need to be. Like, the better you are to yourself, the better you will be to your children. The better you love yourself, the better you will love your children.
Because you have more to give.
Yes. If you're going to drain yourself.
You have to trust that process.
You do.
You have to trust that process.
You have to trust it.
You have to just, like when we were talking about earlier about just being able to be, giving that. Well, I want to just bring it back real quick about looking at yourself, and you were saying about yoga in the hood, and like, did you ever get any lash about, the way that you did look, or in a way that people were like not acceptive?
I mean, like, trivial.
Yeah.
Like, real slight. Like, you walk into a yoga studio and people be like, this is a yoga studio.
Yeah.
Like, like you were unaware.
Yeah.
Right. Like, no, it just says yoga outside. No, I thought they were selling biscuits in here.
Yeah.
Like, so, yes, I know. So, slight things like that. I've come into a class
microaggressions, girl.
Yeah. Where I'm teaching classes, and where people will be like, are you going to teach the class? And they'll be like, oh, this is not going to be good. You can hear them like mumbling under their breath, but then by the end of the class, they're like, oh my God, it's the best yoga class I ever took. Well,
and that's what I want to teach our girls, from just being not only an entrepreneur, but the way we look.
Yeah.
The way we look at all types, from different types of demographics, and even older people, they kind of don't seem to pay. Some people don't pay respect to the younger person that's trying to actually give that, this is our dream, this is our inspiration. So, how would you approach that? I mean, for any young entrepreneur, maybe younger or older than you, they're still trying to push a dream out. Yeah. How would you approach that?
My thing would be always to remember that it's your dream.
Yeah. And
so people around you are probably, the bigger the dream, the better it is. People around you are not going to understand. Like, people did not understand. You going to do yoga for a living? You're going to do yoga.
Yeah.
And so you have to always remember that it's your dream. And so whether anybody believes in it, as long as you believe in it, that's
it's your life. You're living it. And I think people in this day and age are stuck in the whole living for other people and how other people are going to view them. But it's like, man, you got one life.
Right.
Exactly.
Why leave it for somebody else?
Right.
For yourself.
And then you're never going to please them anyway. So why even do that?
Because you're never going to live up to their standards.
Right.
All the while, they're sitting here doing the same thing their mama was doing, their mama's mama was doing, while they criticize you.
She said mama's mama. You hear me? She took it back. She got you some grandpeople.
Why they watching you escalate. So
you definitely have to be in a position to know that you have to push forward. You know what I'm saying? Head high, eyes forward. Because you just have to push forward, because people are not going to understand your dreams. And the harder you go, people are not going to be able to understand. Your friends will start falling off. Like, people that you just knew were going to be down for you, will start to fall off. And you can't fight that, because it's going to stunt your growth. So you just have to
let them go.
Move forward.
Has there been anyone that you could, not pinpointing, you have to say anybody's names, but has there been people that started with you exactly like I done told you? Has there been people that started with you at the beginning, that they saw your vision, you saw y'all visions together, whatever the case may have been, and then now it's like it's just you?
Yeah. It was so crazy, because it was the summer of that for me. You know what I'm saying? It was the summer of people that I just knew that we would be together. I just knew that these are people that I first started to share my vision with. I first had the courage to tell them about it. These were some of the people that were the only ones showing up at my classes at that time. But to be, to grow, and what I understood about my growth is that some people won't go with you, and you figure out, you for me, it was like, oh my God, what am I doing wrong? But it's not that you're doing wrong, it's just that you all are not on the same page
You're
anymore.
outgrowing people.
Yeah, and it kind of sucks.
It hurts.
Yeah, it hurts, because those are the people you like, man, if I ever get some money, if I ever do this, these are the people that are going to be with me.
And
but no,
supposed to be there.
It's not. And that's, it just kind of sucks, but you just kind of have to move forward,
So my whole thing is, when it does come to, those type of people, I mean, do you still speak, talk? Do you still acknowledge? Or I know it may be hard, but I mean, I know you see them somewhere around somewhere.
Right. I'm always just the type of person that I am. I will always be cordial. I will always be cordial. I will always be respectful. You will always be welcome in my circle, as long as you're being respectful of, you know what I'm saying, the things that are taking place. But it's just as far as our personal relationship and what I know for what to be true for me in our relationship.
Because you on Google. You everywhere. I know they see you. You know what I'm saying? I know they see you.
It's all good, you know, because I wish them the best too. Like, I want them to be great, you know, and if anything that I can do that supports you, that, you know what I'm saying, is going to be in the best interest of Yoga in the Hood and you, then I'm totally down for that. Like, I harbor no ill feelings about it. I just have an understanding that this relationship wasn't for us.
And when you understand your purpose more, it's easier.
Yeah, it is easier.
Well, why don't we take this quick break real quick? We're definitely going to come back and we'll talk more with Ebony about Yoga in the Hood.
Rap to you real quick. I want to enjoy the luxury of like not knowing each other for real. Hold up.
Lord is flower bound, firefly. When I'm low, she take me high. I can teach you all the sounds of love.
Flower bomb, let me guess your favorite fragrance, and you got that bomb. I'm trying that in nature, no disrespecting, baby. Just try and make you smile. Try to keep my spirits up. That's why I lays it down. Try to keep your spirits up. Lil vodka, whatever. Took it forever to get dressed. I acknowledge your effort, so I clap for her. She deserves an applause. Shawty working so hard, she deserve that baton. Shawty, where your baton? Racing through my mind like she heard that I got that work. I heard that she been on strike. Care to tell? I read your mind. She been on them dollars first. Caramel macchiatos when Shawty get into work. I can be your boyfriend, be your nigga, or a friend with perks. I'm just trying to work that. They just trying to work your nerves. I'm just trying to read your mind. I'm just trying to feed you mine. I'm just trying to give you light. They just trying to leave you blind.
Fantasy, I feel it when you dance with me. It's feeling like you need to be my lady, my baby, yeah. Can't you see? I'm talking about eternity. Tell me, would you care to be my lady, my baby?
Flower bomb, can I blow up on your mind? This is not no Sandra Bull, but your potion number 9. Navigating through her eyes, destination to her thighs. And I hate to tell you too much, cause I stay with too much pride. And we way too young to know love. Maybe not, but we don't need no rush. Don't believe in love at first sight, but believe in love at first. Can I be with you just one night? I can wear you out inside. I can tell you like persistence, but I make you come and try. I just think we need one night. Can't decide if I came right. Easy baby, my thing tight, but that lotus flower just ain't right. I ain't thinking I ain't right. Can't decide, but I can't fight. Easy baby, you the bomb and all, but I'd be damned if I did not land mine. Or at least try. Can I speak up? Was it peace out? Can we eat lunch? Can we take shots with your flavor? Flat drinks we call A-cups. I just think I need one night. Slightly more if it's done right. With that gorgeous face that don't know your name, it ain't important, babe, cause I'ma call you mine.
Fantasy,
wow.
I feel it when you dance with me. It's feeling like you need to be my lady, my baby, yeah. Can't you see? I'm talking about eternity. Tell me, would you care to be my lady, my baby? Cause you don't know me, you don't know me. I keep thinking, baby, what's it gonna be? Don't know me, you don't know me. Let me teach you all the sounds of love.
Baby, this was for you. Loudest.
All artists in need of hot beats, hit up dolobeats.com. We got them bangers. Producers who need them high quality sounds, get your professional sound kit with over 11,000 sounds at dolobeats.com.
The things that basically was making her business, growing her business, you know, shaking it up in the hood. And we appreciate her for definitely coming on here and making a platform.
I appreciate you.
So we're going to get right into Q the news. It's more like Tia Talks the news /
I love Tia Talks.
It's more like Tia just going to talk about the news, whatever she want to talk about the news. Channel 8 and Q.
And go.
And go. Oh, that was my story to dub. Okay. So we're about to get fired because, I know Q's going to listen to this and be like, wait a minute, Ashley. You know how this goes.
Yeah, all right.
Look, he going to be like, Ashley, sorry about that, guy. I love you, brother. Okay. So basically, the story that I got here is Dove apologizes for ad showing black woman and turning into a white woman.
Okay. we gonna stop right there.
Okay. That's the first thing we gonna do.
My first reaction when I saw the images, I did react because it was a pictures of a black woman taking her shirt off.
React?
Because it's almost like saying, hey, if you wash with our body wash, you'll wash off the blackness, right?
Okay.
But when I actually watched the ad, it wasn't that at all, and I think people just kind of blew it. Just
it's crazy.
You know, that from that one snapshot from that thing, and it basically what it was is that the black woman turned into the white woman woman turned into the Middle Eastern woman,
just like they did on that. It don't matter if you're black or white video. It was the same concept.
And basically, they're saying that it's anybody can use it, but you take that one snapshot.
I've never even seen the full commercial, but when I looked at it, I knew it wasn't what it was because Dove has a history of making wholesome.
Aren't they like
commercials.
from British? They're like from Britain or something?
I'm not for sure.
I can say this: Dove has fucked up because there was a couple ads that were racist back in the day.
But I don't think they were aware that it was racist.
They were. No, they were because they were pulled and they apologized for those. Now those are valid because there is this one ad where it was like a shampoo and it was a black model, a man, and he had he was holding a severed head. It looked like, and it had an afro. And he was tossing it, basically saying that if you use our shampoo, we'll tame your hair, your crazy hair, or something like that. So that I think that was racist because they're basically saying that natural hair is something's wrong with natural hair.
Because they do that all the time. Like even with white women, they have that commercial where the white woman's hair is like everywhere, and then she puts the shampoo.
But that's
on
not
her
her natural state of hair, though.
Well, you see, the way I'm taking it is not so far like that. Only because. Well, they can't feel that hurt or shame from like a black person. You see what I'm saying? So I don't feel like it's that crucial because of the fact that they're from another race or another country. I mean, I'm just trying to explain it correctly.
I ain't giving nobody the benefit of the doubt.
Well,
it's 2017,
and I understand it, but I just feel like from them, I just feel like they're just not. It's not targeted just to hurt somebody. I feel like
I don't think it was at all.
I feel like it's just kind of more like
the recent one now.
The recent one, I feel like they had to put a black person and a white person because that's who buys their product. I mean, we're targeted for that. But at the same time, I don't feel like that they meant for it to be racial.
I don't think they meant that.
I think
at all.
We are just so. That's all that's on TV nowadays. That's all we put on social media nowadays is black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white.
But they want us to be like that. They
want us to be that way. So our minds is automatically bam, like, hey, this is because a black person was.
And that's so crazy because we go so hard on a commercial like that, but your children are in school every day being miseducated. They're being miseducated or not being educated at all. But we don't see memes.
We're still talking about
that.
how Christopher Columbus discovered America.
Right.
We're not talking
still doing
about
that. We're not even talking about Native Americans or anything like that. And so you have the unmitigated gall to, like, rise up against a Dove commercial.
My baby better not get it.
It didn't even mean what they were saying. So I also do see that everybody wants to be offended by something. Everybody wants to have this scene.
Well, be offended by the real issues. Be offended by the fact that your children are not being educated.
They're not being taught.
Yeah, or be offended at the fact that they'll teach yoga to the children on the north side of Dallas because they know how good it is. They know the social emotional skills, but over here in the South, that's not happening at all. That's what you need to be offended by, not over.
They better not get my baby.
We don't even use Dove. Dove make me ashy. So I don't even know why.
Wait a minute. Dove make you what?
Ashy. It makes me ashy.
So you don't use Dove?
No, it makes me ashy.
So that's all we use.
Olive Olay.
I'm sorry. That's all that's in my house.
Soap.
You need
like
that good
oatmeal. Yeah, I need something for this chocolate.
But wait a minute, Dove is so oily. It's very oily.
It makes me ashy.
Well,
she said what she said. Ashley,
I know. Look, I was like, let me. Look, I thought let's do it like a test
But
run.
I mess with Dove. I love Dove because of the commercials that they make. They show women of all kind of sizes, colors, creeds, and so like I said, I haven't even seen the full commercial, but I knew that's what it was. What it was for me.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Well, all I know is my baby not getting no F in history class because of all this stupidity that's been going on in the world.
They ain't teaching them kids.
They're not teaching diddly squat. Trust me, I taught school
kids.
for 5 years, man. Trust me, they are not teaching your kids diddly squat.
They're not teaching the truth.
They're teaching your kids how to take a test.
Well, you guys,
that's exactly
how to pass the test. Well, you guys call in 214-717-4827.
Yes, call in.
And guys, call in, and you can talk with Miss Ebony here, talk with me and Tia, and also talk about this wonderful topic that we got here, which was Dove, and also ask Miss Ebony some questions about yoga in the hood.
Oh, yeah, that'll be cool. Ask me some questions.
So, Tia, go ahead and bring up our next beautiful Cue the News.
So Jamel Hill, who is
pretty.
a sports reporter on ESPN.
Yeah.
She's been under fire. I want to say, like, the White House called for her being fired whenever she called.
White House?
The White House had a conference calling for her firing because she said that 45 was a white supremacist, which is the truth, first of all.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think yesterday or something over the weekend.
So that's what the White House concerned about, not these floods and people
not
starving
North Korea,
and carrying around, but
Puerto Rico.
This
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico
telling the truth.
Okay, so then over this past weekend, there are a lot of the protests. There's NFL teams apparently who are telling their players they have to stand, all this other stuff. And so she was talking about boycotting the advertisers for the NFL. So they suspended her for it because they said it was negative on the channel. And so they suspended her for 2 weeks. My thing is this. It's like, it's First Amendment. We have the right to say what we want to say.
So
and
they
she's
say.
a sports.
You don't have the right to say what you want to say. She's on the contract.
The thing about it is that she's being punished for what she's saying, which is the truth. But 45 up here telling a lie every damn day that he in office.
Right.
When the time that he's in office.
All day.
And he is in the highest position in the country. So I think it's ridiculous that she's being suspended.
Disrespecting people.
ESPN is taking a side, basically. We know where you stand. So even though the NFL is 70% black, and I feel like if all the black players like boycotted, what change would we have? Because y'all wouldn't have no games. You wouldn't have no games.
You wouldn't have no money. Y'all wouldn't have no money. Y'all be
We need a man to call in so you can wait.
Right. Yeah, 214-717-4827.
I just think that's ridiculous. I think that was ridiculous, but let me play the devil's advocate, okay? We do say that we had a First Amendment, but she signed a contract. When she signed on to ESPN, I know she signed a contract that said so, according to that contract, she probably shouldn't have said that. And I think that we have to be careful as African Americans when we get platforms, how we say things. Yeah. Because they're going to be coming after us regardless. And so we want to make sure that we keep our platform as squeaky clean. Obama did a good job of that. He got his point across about things.
Oh.
But right. Well, hey, we got a caller on the line. Go ahead and caller, please state your name and where you're calling from.
He said, what's the number to call?
My name is AJ, and I'm from South Dallas, Texas.
What's up, AJ?
Hey, what up? What's up, Queens? How y'all doing?
We all right. What's up? You been listening to the topic so far?
Yeah, it just went out, and I was trying to call but yeah, because y'all talk about her yoga, and then I spotted out, and I was hearing about Dove being oily, but it make her ashy. So,
do you use Dove, AJ? Do you use Dove?
Well, I use Dove for men. It works good. Like real good for me.
Oh, your ass.
I use the charcoal clay one.
Okay.
That's the one I'm using now.
That's fancy.
That one is real
smells
good.
Huh? That one smells good.
Oh, well, yeah,
That's the man Dove.
I stay fresh as possible. You understand? How was y'all lovely ladies' weekend?
It was awesome.
Wonderful. Beautiful.
How about yourself?
Mine was good. I went to the fair. Oh, and I heard her saying that she went to the fair. I wish I could have went in there while they was testing stuff out.
Right.
Maybe it wouldn't have been so expensive. I spent so much money on food. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was it was a good experience though. That, I mean, you gotta just realize we only do this once a year, so I don't think I want to complain because I had a great time today, and that food was so good. Ooh.
Yeah, man. What was your favorite thing y'all ate?
I had the fried macaroni and cheese with like on a little bun thing. It was good. It was good. It was really good. And then I always get the famous fried cheesecake. I love
I know they have
corny
fried
dogs.
cheesecake. I'm putting on my pants.
Yes, my baby had that fried Oreo. You want me to keep going? Because I could just name like a lot of stuff I ate.
Yeah, you just named everything you ate. I said,
sorry, it was just I ate more.
Can't pick, huh?
But it was good.
AJ, what's your take on this Jamil situation?
I don't even know what happened.
And
goodbye.
Turn it off. Yeah.
Goodbye.
Hang him up.
Thank you, friend, for calling. I hope to see you at Free Yoga. We teach free yoga every Saturday.
Y'all just don't know how to treat people no more. It's okay.
We're sorry.
Our bad.
We're gonna turn this
into
but
yeah, y'all go ahead and finish our topic. I just wanted to call and show my love and support. And y'all know I'm always
That's amazing.
listening.
Thank you so much. I hope I see you on the mat. Do you believe men should do yoga or what?
Yeah, I think everybody should do anything that centers you physically, spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. That's something that do all.
So that means you're going to be there Saturday?
All four. Huh?
So that means you're going to be there Saturday. You can get a yoga mat at below $5.
We have free extra yoga mats. I got extra yoga mats.
I'll get the donation, but I really, I work Saturday.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see you soon then.
Thank you for calling in.
Yes,
Thank you, friend. Have a good one.
Problem. Y'all have a good one.
Bye-bye. Well,
so getting back to that, I think that people were asking them to release their policy on that, and supposedly there's nothing in there that says that she can't say anything about that. So even in her contract or the media policy. But also, I think that saying that black people have to be like squeaky clean, I don't, because I feel like if you gonna have me on here, you having me on here for me. I'm not finna put no mask on. I'm a black person in this country.
Black woman.
If there is a something that's affecting black people in this country, it's gonna affect me. If it's affecting a sport that I'm covering or whatever else, you gonna know what that is. And I think that's the problem. People think this respectability politics, like you have to be a certain way or speak a certain way, look a certain way to be accepted. And I'm at this point where I'm like,
that's
take me
unfortunate.
as I am.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate that it's. I mean, it doesn't have to be like that, but it is like that. Like you have to take those things into consideration. Just like a prime example, when I started doing yoga, I just started feeling so good about how I was just coming along. So I decided to take some nude pics in my backyard. And so I posted those pics. But then when it comes down to it, then when I go out and I want to work with children and I want to do things like that, then it's like a kickback from that.
Erykah Badu did
so,
it.
It's but Erykah Badu got coin already.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna say what's for you is for you.
Right.
So, like she said, like I don't feel like I should have to have a squeak or condition. Like, if you got a background, no, like you're gonna accept me for my credentials and what I bring to the table.
Exactly.
My whole take on the whole thing is she's a beautiful black woman in a ESPN with male dominated,
white dominated.
Yeah, white dominated. Like you got to realize, like she is like in a real, like she's like one of a million in her position. And she stepped out, and she thought about it before she said it. I'm almost positive because
I'm sure she has.
She had to think about it before she said it, and she probably knew the backlash or the consequences that was going to come with it. And she probably was like, "I don't care." She probably just consulted with her husband if she has one. You know, she thought about it.
It's her platform.
Boo, do I do it or not?
You know, she probably thought about it. It's like, I'm sick of this.
Boo, yeah, I got you because you know my coin's right. So
her journalism is up. She got her degrees. She was probably like, look, I'm going to go so-and-so, start this business, that business, put so-and-so in the front. I'm going to work the back, and I'm going to still work my thing. So if you do have that type of, you know, conscience, you know, you're going to probably not do it, but she had it where she was confident in what she was gonna say, and she did it. Yeah, and she did it. And so badass to Miss Jamil Hill. Yeah,
and those legs are amazing.
Yeah, hey girl, you're
she
cute.
is slaying for the gods. Whatever you decide to do. Yes, come on, do yoga.
Come on, do yoga,
ma'am.
Come on, I'm gonna be out there. So
okay, ready
with my mats.
Right,
girl, we got some extra.
I live, but you can say whatever you want to say at Yoga in the Hood.
Be you, boo.
Right.
You ain't gonna say nothing because you're gonna be tired. You're gonna be. I'm in this awkward position. I can't say nothing. We got another story, guys.
Okay.
Amanda Seals. Am I saying her name right, girl?
Yeah. Tiffany from Insecure.
Okay. Let me see what it says. Basically, let me see. Some spark heated on a debate about black classism on Twitter. So we're going to let Tiff speak on that some more because I didn't get to read that one as well. What did she do?
Well, basically, she was saying that if you buy in Nikes and Jordans, but you ain't got a passport, you losing.
Shut up, girl. Boo on your life.
If you
shut up, girl. That's
Jordan makes good ass shoes. While you playing,
if you buying Nike suits and you don't have a passport, you losing.
She tired. So look, she tired. That's what it sounds like. She's probably a little tired of seeing, very stereotypical things.
But girl, that ain't your business.
That ain't your business.
Mind your business. Mind your pockets.
Right.
And she got a platform.
Why is this whole
now.
passport thing something that people feel like they're better than you? Because I have my passport, that means I'm better than you?
It takes $85 to get, and I can give $85 and get it. It's okay to get it.
That's amazing if you have your passport, and because that's just one of the things that I did for my children. I bought them passports, but that doesn't make me better than. And when I buy my kids Jordans too, because they make a damn good shoe.
It's okay.
Because if I go to Payless and buy that shoe, it's gonna run it over. But they gonna grow out of that Jordan. I can get that Jordan away because it still look like new.
Maybe you gonna
That's a
that
good
Jordan.
shoe.
You gonna go to eBay? Even if you go to eBay.
So, I don't
girl.
get
Boo
it.
on your life.
Yeah, I don't get that. Like, what does that?
Who
have to
has
do
you
with
helped
anything?
get? Who have you helped get a passport?
And how did it elevate their life?
Right.
Question. So she's a comedian.
Is she?
Was she taking it on a funny note? Do we know? Okay.
Was that a
so it wasn't a funny note. We're gonna say that it was more her being serious. Comedians, I don't take them serious often. Yeah. I know we took, Kevin Hart's thing to the next level, but I don't feel like we. Okay, so she gets a thumbs down.
Absolutely,
okay.
Absolutely.
Well, only because I'm thinking about what you guys.
Because she's throwing a little shade.
Yeah,
like, at least the way you should have went about that was to promote people to get a passport. If you get a passport, you can go to all these different places. You can even go to China and get your J's for a little.
Has anybody learned anything from 444?
Yeah, anybody.
Has anybody? Women, I mean, y'all need to learn from that. He did not put people down in jail.
Right, he did.
He brought people
elevated
home.
you up. He provided knowledge.
He provided. That's what you should be doing, Miss.
Whatever her name is,
Amanda. The thing I think
insecure
is to talk about. Yes, exactly. To talk about people being able to afford it and basically thinking that you better because you can afford it. And I think that we have this whole thing where if you poor,
Issa Rae, they gonna get a lot of backlash. We don't want to see her on Instagram no more. I'm sorry, take her off. Take her off, Issa. Put her in the.
But you know what's funny?
She probably barely got a passport.
Listen, you know what's funny? Somebody had pulled up some old tweets where she was, or an interview where she was talking about how she bought a pair of Jordans versus eating, and she's like, I can feel my hunger pains, but I still got these Jordans. Right. So
you've been there.
Exactly.
And you know what? I did find out that when people are telling those type of
making the kind of statement,
right?
Yeah.
And you're listening to it, it's like you thought
of
that in your head, and you're going through that. That's where that's coming from. Yeah. Anytime you read a inspirational message, some people you either just came out of it, or either you're
talking yourself into it.
Yeah. Do you say that one more time? Talking yourself
You're talking yourself into it.
Okay, you're
every subject that I decide to do in yoga, like whether it's being grateful, whether it's whatever, knowing your worth, I always walk into that, having to really practice what I preach.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. I've said that the last couple of days. Like, I want my words to match my actions.
Yes.
Like,
I've
had people call.
Yes.
I've had people call me and say some things. And I'm like, I said, that sounds so good what you just said. That sounds so good what you're on this phone telling me.
She said, come on, actions.
let's put some action behind it.
Let me get a little effort.
Yeah.
Behind what you, I mean, that's like good. I could talk the sugar out of cake. Congratulations.
Do you know I love cake with sugar?
Right.
Do you know I love cornbread with sugar?
But yet you have yet to bring me some.
But yet I may not need that. But I may not need that. So basically, guys, we want to wrap up Amanda. Because Amanda ain't even here no more. We done got off Amanda. Because Amanda not there.
Next.
But girl, definitely. You hear me? Because we about to give her the business. We don't want her on Instagram no more.
What are sound effects?
We're going to take a quick break, guys. And we're going to come back to people having their actions match their words.
Yes, come on, actions match your words.
We're going to take a quick break, guys. And we'll be back.
Husband,
and this
if you're out there listening, your actions must match your words, amen?
She's sticking with that. We are talking 30. We'll be back, guys.
Whoop, whoop.
Hi, this is Lynn Hayes, a diva with the voice, and out with my friends, hanging out with my friends.
When I say break, when you hear me say break, that's too funny. Okay, so
are you going to college? Are you going to college? Do you need SAT, ACT prep, and 1,000 full-time college students receive a full ride? Register your child for college mode to get them prepared for their school
we kind of already
visit us
a little bit.
College Mode Academy.
We got a caller. Okay, call us. State your number. You calling from?
Or call us at 972-891-6413 for information.
State your name and where you're calling from.
DeMarco.
Okay, so look, we're coming back on the air in a minute, and when we come back on the air, we'll bring you on, okay?
Hey, DeMarco.
531
Hold tight, boys.
and start streaming.
You are tuned in to the B-Sides on THHAfterparty.com.
All right, what's up? We're back with Talking. Let me know when to come in.
My girl K. Michelle.
Talking 30. Kick back with Talking 30. And we have a caller on the line. This is DeMarco. Where you calling from, DeMarco? Dallas. All right. Have you been listening to the topics at all?
Yeah. I want to ask, I just really want to ask what made her get started into doing yoga and the theme behind her title, Yoga in the Hood.
Okay, cool. That's a cool question. Thank you for calling, DeMarco. It's good to hear your voice. Let me see how I got started in yoga. I started practicing yoga when I was pregnant with my first daughter, Zoe Marie. And so I wanted to have a natural childbirth. And so I was preparing my body for doing so. When I started practicing yoga, like I noticed people didn't look like me when I went to the yoga studio, you know, whether it's my size or my the skin color. And so that's where I came up with Yoga in the Hood, because I wanted to be accessible to everybody. I wanted wellness to become accessible to everybody, and so I decided to bring Yoga in the Hood to my neighborhood, and that's really what hood is short for neighborhood. But that's really where it came from.
Dope.
Are you interested in coming to one of the Yogas in the Hoods, DeMarco?
Yeah, I know.
When you coming to Yoga, DeMarco?
Bring your mat.
Bring the mat. I'll bring the mat.
I got you, DeMarco. If you don't have a mat, I got you one.
All right. Appreciate it.
That's what's up. All right. Well, we appreciate you for calling in. Like I said, we're here Talking 30. We're here from Mondays from 8 to 10. And we appreciate you for calling in.
Thank you, DeMarco.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Miss Tia, I'm going to go ahead and jump into your topic here and see what we got going on. So take the floor.
So my focus of the week, almost something else, is self-care. We've kind of already talked about it earlier in the episode with Ebony, as we were talking about like getting your mind, body, and soul and all that stuff worked out. But recently I had like a family emergency, and I've been stressed out for a couple of weeks. And so I was thinking about, you know, what can I do to kind of cope with that so it doesn't like feed over into other areas. So one thing that's helped me was prioritizing things. So instead of thinking about all the stuff you got going on, what is something that you can do now for one thing? What's one tangible thing you can do? So prioritizing things, unplugging. We're in this age where the world is in our hands and our phones, and we don't realize how much stuff we're intaking from different news stories, all this hurricane stuff, people dying, mass shootings and shit. Yeah. And we don't realize that we're taking all that in, even though we're just scrolling through and not interacting. We're still taking that in. Because it's depressing. Yeah. So at the end of the week, you're exhausted.
Drained because you done worked 2,200 hours and you done took care of your children. If you have a mate, you're taking care of your mate. Like, you sucked everything out of you and you've not had the opportunity to take care of yourself and make yourself well. So that's a good subject.
Yeah, unplug and allow yourself to kind of take away from that. I was on maternity leave a couple months ago, and I did not get on social media, and having those couple weeks free of 45 and his bullshit fed my soul, like all that negativity. So unplug, prioritize things, and kind of just break up your goals so you won't be overwhelmed.
Yeah. My take on that is you definitely have to protect your aura. Yeah. Protect yourself. Like, I mean, and I have to just put it in a box or complex. Like, as a Pisces, I definitely just, I don't care a fuck about nothing. I mean, I can't say I don't care about anything, but I do understand that the same God that brought me out the last time is going to bring me out this time. So when things get a little bit hard, when things get a little bit overwhelming, like, I know that it's going to be okay because the last time it was okay. And I thought it was the worst thing ever. Right. But I was able to get out of that. Definitely when it comes to the television, I know I don't watch TV. And when I do watch TV, it brings a piece of me that it's like you said, like, it's like you spilling over into you. So I've learned to not watch certain things, especially when it comes to scary movies, or in this case, the news. When it comes to things that I know that are going to trigger things in me. And I'll get on a little personal note. I have seizures. I've had seizures since I was 7. And we never could find out what those things were that were triggering my seizures. Never. I went through studies and studies, and my mama stayed up all nights at Children's, and we did all type of tapings and videos, but we never did understand, and the only thing they could diagnose was just stress. I've had to protect myself my whole life from being able to get upset about stupid stuff. Things that did not even concern me, or in this case, things that did not I can't say that did not. Well, I can't say that did not protect me, but things that did not uplift me or make me happy. Right. So it's been that's just one of the things where that has been able to transition into other parts of my life where it's like I can't even care about anything anymore because nothing that we're doing out here is new. Everything's already being done. People they've been killing. There's been racism. There's been so much stuff that's already been going on in the world, but we're just seeing it because of the social media. Right. Yeah. So it's like I've already had the handshake and I've already been aware, and it's like I'm immune to it. Yeah. I'm immune to it.
Or you're just protecting.
I have to protect yourself.
That's beautiful.
I have to.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. How an unlikely circumstance could teach you something so very valuable.
Yeah.
So that in and of itself is amazing. Like I'm an advocate for taking care of yourself, and I think especially in the African American community, we think it's so noble of us to sacrifice everything for our children, to sacrifice everything for our mates and our husband, to be run down, to be, you know what I'm saying? But oh my gosh, if you just knew how to take care of yourself, if you just knew how to take some time to make sure that your mind and your body and your spirit is in line, what you could do for your children. You know, when I learned how to take care of myself, oh my gosh, I'm such a better parent. And when my old man come, I'll be such a better wife. You know?
Speak that into existence.
So just being able to take care of myself helps me take care of those around me.
Yeah, it's so true.
Greatest version of myself.
Yeah.
Instead of just giving me the leftovers. Yeah.
That's what's fun about it. You're still evolving. And when you look back at this time, you be like, ooh, I was so uncultured.
Right?
I was so uncultured. I'm so better now. But it's all about growing and having growth. And don't be stagnant. Get out of your zip code and area code and go experience things, but definitely, absolutely.
And believe in yourself. It all starts with your frame of mind. Yeah. That's what yoga did for me. Yoga helped me to change my frame of mind about things, how I thought about things, how I thought about my money situation. That's just a good example if you're thinking about all the time, like, oh, I always have to pay my bills and I'm always broke when I get paid, I don't never have no money. Well, that's exactly what's happening.
I'm sick of those people.
That's exactly what's happening. That's why you're broke every time you get paid, because that's what you always say. Instead of saying to yourself, money comes to me easily, effortlessly, and quite often.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And not tell me the manager girl. Yes. Hey.
You can't live above your means.
Yeah.
People don't get
I mean, but what does that really mean?
Yeah, that's
everything
subjective.
is $5.
Well, no.
That's subjective.
Everything
and everything is $5. It will be.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, it will be. Like, and I get that, but when you think of money, how I think about it, it's just that's something that just came off a tree. That's as easy as it came up. Money comes to me just that easy. Just that easy. It comes to me easily, effortlessly. So when we think about things about about our health and our wealth and those things, when we change our mind frame, then we'll be able to elevate. You'll elevate your family. What was that manifestation again for finances? Oh, money comes to me easily, effortlessly, and quite often.
Yes.
Yeah. And I've been saying easily. Effortlessly.
Okay.
Yeah, and quite often. Because we don't think money comes easy, and we think money that we have to put it kind of hard. It's so hard to get it. I have to break my back to get these $2.
But and that's another thing too about in the black community, we don't pass down the knowledge for finances. Right. So we in this circle, in this cycle. Yeah.
Because we just sitting around thinking about how broke we are. Yeah. That's the thing. Like,
that's so much true.
I'm just so broke. Yes, you are broken. And that's unfortunate, but you don't have to be,
Yeah.
Man, when I started to change my mind.
Your mindset, yeah.
When I started to change my mind about how things, you know what I'm saying?
I had to. As an entrepreneur, I had to.
You have to.
When I got laid off from my job, just quick story. When I got laid off from my job 2 years ago, I definitely did not know how I was going to make everything meet. Yeah. Because my bills definitely overseeded from what I was making from the photography business.
Right.
So what other things can I do to make money? But God heard my cry. And he was able to deliver. And like you said, things
he would already. That's why he broke. That's why he broke. That's why he moved that out the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we're just that one part that you said, which definitely everybody needs to get, and I wish somebody get a pen and take it down and write it down right now. Changing your mindset. That's why I said $5, because it's just like I was able to eliminate things that I really did not need anymore. Things that we could do as together, or in this case, just as a single parent, you can start cooking. I mean, I have to say that on my own, because we sometimes get so tired where it's like, okay, look,
we don't feel like it.
We don't want to cook. We done been gone all day. Let's order a pizza. Like, if you can start through the Sunday night, get you a schedule.
Right.
Them little 10-minute meals. That's one thing that we had to eliminate, was that grocery bill.
Yeah.
When it came to gas efficiency, like, why do we have to go here and there and there? If we finna go do this one thing at this one spot, that's why they have shopping centers.
Right.
Because everything is right there. So it was just a lot of stuff that I had to eliminate. And that's why I said earlier about the girls suffering, because I know I basically talk to God the way I'm talking to y'all. God, am I going to be able to, where it's not like I'm being selfish to my kids, to where they're like, Mama, the lights off today. Like, I didn't want that part of it to be like that. So I had to definitely think in my mind, or in this case, change my mindset. And I was already rich in a lot of things. I had to use my resources.
To
write
get
that
where you
down.
Need to be.
Yes.
Write that down, somebody.
Use your resources. You already rich in a lot of things.
There were people in my life that could come and take the girls here, do things. They would buy food through the week. Whatever the case, I had to open my mouth and ask the people that already were there. But we get so
already positioned.
You get so internalized in your situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you just.
And that's the thing. That's what I teach people. I try to teach people how to be grateful. Because once you become in a state of gratitude and things come about that are disappointing, or they make you sad, or they piss you off, if you can come to a state of gratitude and find something to be grateful for already right then and right there, that's going to help to alleviate the things that you think are going so wrong, but they're just happening in your favor, just not like you thought that they would.
They're not going the way that you mapped out in your head.
That you envisioned. And once you get into that flow of things and know that it probably won't happen as you envision, end, and just continue to be grateful throughout. And that's something that really God has been testing me on, because it came to me as a revelation in words, but not until I started to speak it, and then in my actions was changing. I really being able to do so.
We go through life so tense. We're so tense and just all wrapped up, and so it's just like just relax, relax, and go through it. Relax and move through it.
Just like somebody explained to me one time, life is like, you should go through life like a tree. Because a tree never tries to grow. It never tries to shed leaves. It never tries to, roots get deeper. Nothing. It doesn't even try to drink water or find nutrients. It all just happens. And it happens in cycles over and over and over again. And that's how life happens. And that's how you grow in life, in cycles. And so the more we can become in that flow of things, that are already set up for us, and stop living like this. Because if you feel like that about something, you're not in the right position.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Let some shit go.
Yeah.
You have too much going on.
A lot of shit go. Let people go, and it's all good. Because
Yes.
when they get ghosts, man,
that's
your
crazy.
peace of mind.
Oh my God, you can't pay for that.
That's crazy you said that, Ms. Ebony, because I definitely understand now that I'm in this position. All my platforms that I have, I can't just say the radio. I have to say my magazine, my business, my every single platform, every platform that I have. I have noticed that I've had to humble myself.
Yeah,
that was like one of the hardest things to do, because, like she said, we're so tense. Like, ain't nobody finna help me. I got this. I'm finna go pay these bills. I have all this stuff already lined up. Everything has a little tab on it. Everything I'm gonna have this together for Friday. My girl's gonna, but it has not worked.
Right.
For what I've planned to do, but I did notice that God had a plan for me, and He had a will already laid out. So I just encourage anybody to go to yoga in the hood,
man.
Because it was amazing how I was able to think about things for a second.
Yeah.
That day I had so much stuff to do.
Yeah.
But I literally laid there and thought about just the gratitude.
Yeah.
And the thankfulness. Because I didn't ask for this life. I wanted to be able to go to a desk every day.
Yeah.
And clock in and clock out and have my kids' pictures, and I was gonna have everything just so pretty in my desk, pink and everything. But I work out of my living room.
So
every
much
day.
more. He wanted so much more for you.
Yeah.
I pick up my girls every day. I drop them off every day.
Yeah.
I'm with them every single day. The way that I
and those are the things that really matter.
Yeah, that's how I am rich.
Yeah.
That's how I'm rich.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that I take that last name and I have it now, and I own it. And they're like, "Oh, you got that bread, Ashley." I have peace.
Right.
I'm sorry, I don't have bread. I got peace.
Yeah.
That's my richness.
Yeah.
That $20, $2, whatever in my pocket, I am still rich.
Right.
There's nothing that you can take away from me, that peace of mind that I have.
Mm-hmm.
So it comes what? Easily,
effortlessly,
and quite often.
Yeah. That's how I'm taking it too.
Yes, take it. Put it on. We're gonna put that on a T-shirt.
Okay. Definitely. So, just a couple of more questions about the whole self-love thing. I mean, do you guys feel like, even as parents, like, do you sometimes, I don't want to keep using the word selfish, but when you have children versus another woman that does not have children, how maybe it would have been different? Like, even if you are doing exactly still this, but you had no children, are you being able to, live out your full self? Or do you think it would be different?
It wouldn't have been anything. I think for me it would have been non-existent. Like the road that I was going on before I had Zoe, and the road that, I'll be honest, that I continued to go on after I had her, until I just really tapped into who it was that I was supposed to be. And so for me, my children were my saving grace. Like I would have never got on the yoga mat if I wasn't pregnant with Zoe.
Yeah.
And amazing. I think that the motivation for them to see me get down for the crown keeps me, you know what I'm saying, going. And just to know that I'm building a legacy for them, that I'm building a foundation that they'll forever be able to stand upon. I needed that. Yeah. Because I was headed nowhere fast. So
T, do you think the same thing for you? Like, do you think that you would be grinding this hard, like going hard, like doing this self-love thing, if you had those children? Like, would you be in the same position?
I don't think I would. Just like she was saying, my kids put me on a path that I wouldn't necessarily have been on. I think that I think you said it earlier, what God has for me, and I think eventually I may have gotten there. Yeah. But it probably wouldn't have been now, and that's I'm trying to strike while the iron's hot. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to waste these cute years. You know what I mean? So she like cooking. So my kids, I think. I don't think I would change anything, honestly. Yeah. And even in my past difficult situations to go through, I think that is what made me the woman I am today. Right. And I don't know who I would be without that.
Exactly. So I mean, I have no idea.
Because I
would be out of there, Coach.
I often take my children with me. And I ask that question because I often take my kids with me, like Saturday, to business meetings or things that I know that are kid friendly that they can probably go to. Yeah. Versus somebody that I'm having a meeting with and she may not have no kids. And she don't have no kids. She got like a niece or nephew that she, you know, occasionally may randomly take out and do things with. Yeah. And it's like their lives are kind of a little bit more.
It's totally different.
Yeah. Or in this case, they can do more with their business. Or in this case, well, I can't say do more.
Well, I won't say do more.
Yeah, I can't say do more. But I will say that they can maybe give more time because, you know, it's just them versus somebody like us.
It's just easier access.
Yeah.
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 It's just an easier access.
I definitely can't see myself without my kids.
Yeah. I totally need them.
I definitely understand that now that, you know, because I thought about it, just being able to hear the people say, you know, I don't got no kids, I can go happy hour and all this. And I'm thinking in my mind, like, y'all don't understand. Yeah. You have that freedom, but this love that I have with these kids.
Right.
I want
that's what you're searching for, a happy hour. Right.
Well, we're going to, you guys call in, 214-717-4827. We've been talking about self-love, talking about Miss Ebony's business, Yoga in the Hood, and how
Yoga in the Hood.
Yes, how she's definitely made a change in the hood, and just want you guys to know, come out. That was a great hour set. I've been a witness. You guys can come out. So that 1 hour is so rewarding.
Bad.
I seen your pictures.
But see, that's what oh man, and I try not to do that. Like I try not to do headstand pictures.
Them fancy dancy poses.
I've been practicing.
Let's turn the page.
We gotta call her. Whatever. I had to call her on the line. Y'all think I just woke up like that?
Man,
no,
you make it look so easy. We got to call on the line. Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, it's Darnell from
Hey, Darnell.
I love these pictures.
Hey, I don't know if this is disrespectful, but I had a question for the lady who does trap yoga.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Just basically two questions. One, is yoga real easy to get into, and two, I think you talked about it earlier, but how much can it change mood or your outlook on life doing yoga?
That's a good question. Okay, so the first one was what now?
How easy is it to get started?
I'm gonna say if you live in a community yoga is accessible to you and you have the funds to pay for it, that it's pretty accessible. Like if you live in North Dallas, uptown, whatnot, it's pretty much yoga studios like it is in the South, churches and liquor stores on the corner.
Girl.
So
you heard it first.
Yeah, if you live like in the southern sector of Dallas, you know what I'm saying, it's not that right. It's not that accessible. It is accessible now because of Yoga in the Hood. That's the whole point of it, to help people be able to come out to yoga, because wellness is for everybody. And so it could be, depending on where you live, accessible or not accessible. I hope I answered your question.
Yes, you did.
Oh, okay, cool. That's a good question. And so what was the next one?
And the second one was, as far as yoga, how does it give you a better outlook on life?
I think so. Like, I think it helps you to be able to yourself and connect with. For me, it definitely helped me connect with God on a level where I could communicate with Him and be still enough to hear what He says. Because so often we pray and we pray about things that are going on in our lives, and and then we go about our own way trying to fix our own problems. But yoga then allows you to become still. You know what I'm saying? It provides you those to become still and maybe even open yourself up to what is he really trying to say to you, what is the answer to your prayers. And so that just on a spiritual level in and of itself makes for me yoga worth doing, worth getting on the mat every time about it. It's not really about the poses, but it's really tapping into yourself and trying to cultivate the greatest version of yourself.
Yeah Good.
Well, thank you for answering my question.
I appreciate you calling. I hope to see you on the mat soon. We teach free yoga classes every Saturday at Keith's Park, right near the tennis courts at 10 o'clock a.m.
You gonna come out there, Darnell, and get on that mat?
Get your mat, Darnell.
You can't eat no Taco Tuesdays and all that before you come because all that bending.
Yeah, because we'll be outside, so
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Because I was burping and stuff. I was I done ate that breakfast.
Thank you,
we
Darnell.
appreciate you for calling in, Darnell. Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem. I gotta listen to Talking 30 every Monday from 8 to 10 p.m. on the
Yes, Talking 30. Yes.
We appreciate that, Darnell.
Bye, Darnell.
Thank you.
Man, that's what's up, man. Everybody showing love. I hope to see everybody Saturday. Like you said, definitely coming out and showing love. Like, I don't know, like the girls went home, they started cutting on YouTube. And she said she got YouTube. And I'm just like, the heck? And we're going to do 13 minutes. All I got is 13 minutes. I'm like, man, I'm not finna do all of that right now. We just left Ebony. Y'all I'm not finna kill
We're going to leave her alone. We're going to leave her alone.
That's the cool thing about it, though. You only have to do a little bit. Like, people think you're supposed to, like, be standing on your head when you, that's the craziest thing I get. I say, you're going to come to yoga and people are like, I'm not that flexible. Well, that's why you need to come to yoga.
To get there.
How often would you say you do need to come in order for you to get, like, those, like, you were doing some powerful moves. Like, how often would you say? Or in this case, how long is it going to take me?
I don't know how long it's going to take, because I've seen yoga, some people come to the mat, and it's like their first times and can hit all the poses. They're, like, nailing it because their body is just flexible like that. But it just takes practice. Like, it just took me practice. Like, I'm not even going to lie to you.
I want a six-pack today.
Only reason I have a six-pack is when I'm upside down. If I'm standing on my 2 feet, I don't have a six-pack. Only when I'm upside down do I have a six-pack.
Mess.
You ain't got to have a six-pack. That's overrated.
Yeah. I mean,
you
just have to practice. Like, it's just a practice. Yoga taught me how to practice something. I had never practiced anything in my life except for making bad decisions.
Shut up, Ebony. Shut up. I mean, you got to tell the truth. But being able to be out there, like, I just definitely want people to know that it does take hard work. You do have to pay attention. Yeah. But like I said, her voice going to soothe you right on up in there. And
that's the trick. That's the trick right there.
I think that probably will
relaxes you a little bit.
And she has it down packed. Like, I'm just watching and listening, and I'm trying to, get my legs together, and it's like ants crawling on my hands. I'm like, hey, let me, okay, I'm back in my position. Like, I'm like, dang, I'm messing up. Other women are just laying there just so effortlessly. I'm like,
it's all good, though. That's the thing about yoga. It's your own practice, man.
They look good out there.
Nah, it's just, it's just your conception about yourself. I started doing yoga with my eyes closed because I didn't want to watch the people around me because I didn't want it to interfere with what I was trying to connect to.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to try that one.
Yeah. So try to do it with your eyes closed because it's not even about the poses. Like, I promise that's like the last thing that should be on your mind, like whether you're able to get into the poses, like what you think it should look like. But are you connecting with your breath? Are you moving? What are you thinking about?
What are you feeling?
Yeah, what do you feel? Those are the things that are more important than the pose itself.
Have you had any clients, anybody that's come out there that's been a little more challenging than somebody else?
Man, yes, I have.
I mean, it don't gotta be anybody that you just.
People, just like I work at 24-hour fitness too, and so that's another type of yoga. Like, that's like gym yoga, And so they want to be like hardcore, going hard or whatnot, which I don't mind the flow, but that's not what yoga's about. And so I try to keep an even balance. But I get a lot of times people will come in there and be like, are you teaching the class? Like, what? You know, and they think it's going to be, you know, real. That's when my ego makes me go harder because I'm like, oh, you think it's not going to be a game? Oh,
okay.
You think it's a game?
Grab your mat.
It's a game. Here we go. Chaturanga. No,
I know. I think we experienced that Saturday because she was like, okay, we're finna do this. And I was like, she must see somebody that she don't like and they done came to the class and now all of us gonna suffer.
No, I'm not trying to do that.
But I mean, like, has it been like a person like this, they can't get on their legs or they can't.
Like, I mean, I've had all kinds of people who come out, like people who have had hip surgery and people who, you know, are recovering from major surgeries, like just all walks of life. And it's just really about what you can do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just up there merely making suggestions. I've gone to yoga classes for an hour and just stayed in child's pose and cried. Like, it doesn't matter, you know what I'm saying? You're there to get whatever's serving you at that time, you know?
Gotcha.
And so, yeah, I'm just there to make suggestions. For me, it's not even about getting in the poses, you know? It's just
Can you explain that child's pose real quick? I mean, I know some people you can't visualize. Right. Just visualize it in your head, guys. Yeah. But she's going to explain that child's pose. Because, I mean, that was kind of...
It's a surrendering pose, you know?
But like you're bowing to somebody.
Yeah.
Is what it looks like.
I swear I never knew what that was called until I came there, and I was like, "What the heck is she talking about?" Like everybody else was just doing. I'm sure they've came before.
Those people have been thugging it out with me all summer. Like it just got cool. Like we've been out there 100 degrees.
Oh yeah,
they've been thugging it out. Shout out Free Yoga in the Hood people, because y'all have been thugging it out there. I'm talking about in the rain. I've had like 100 people come out and it's raining, and you know how black people do. We don't do the rain.
No, we
don't. So it's just absolutely amazing. Shout out, man. I really appreciate y'all holding it down, man.
Yoga in the Hood.
Whoop whoop.
I'm coming back. We're coming back. Me and the girls are coming back. But hey, we're going to take a quick break, guys. Again, the phone number is 214-717-4827. We're going to come back with the dirty truth. This is Talking 30. We're going to be right back here on the After Party Radio Show.
Trendsetter. My girl K. Michelle. Rhythm is streets. Still no fucks. Giving. Trendsetter sits.
Burning eyes, unanswered whys. A year ago today, he left me in my bed to die. I think about it sometimes, I can't even cry. I ain't bitter, just ready to try. Haven't seen his face, but I love him so much. Close my eyes, I can feel his touch. Don't know a lot about the future, but I know I'm ready to love. So I'm grateful for every break in my heart. Every time he tore me apart, the cheating, all of the lies. But now I'm ready wherever you are. Wherever you are. Wherever you are. The cheating, all of the lies. But now I'm ready wherever you are. What a change in me today. I wear the scar, but I'm okay. I've come a long, long way. But honestly, I must say I need love like everybody. What makes me different? 'Cause I dream of holding hands and making wedding plans. May sound a little bit crazy, but once you've seen the other side, you deserve a perfect life. I know he's out there for me. So I'm grateful for every break in my heart. Every time he tore me apart, the cheating, all of his lies. But now I'm
we're back. We're talking 30. My name is Picture Perfect Ashley Nicole. This is Tia Talks, and also Miss Ebony from Yoga in the Hood. We're just making it back on the scene, guys. Talking about Miss Ebony's Yoga in the Hood business.
As I watch this video on her Instagram, getting to these poses. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
so she's talking about, oh, it's just, I didn't wake up like this.
I did.
And I was just, she can say that now. Because she done got it, like, she's amazing. Mm-hmm. You ought to see her on the, I know you looking at it, but. And then she's
dope. I'm just talking about it's just so many other
follow her on Instagram, Yoga in the Hood.
She's like talking while she's doing it. So it's like
NDAHOOD.
Badass. My dad says it all the time. She's badass.
Get it.
214-717-4827. You guys can call in and time into the next topic we got going on here. Or either call and ask Miss Ebony some questions here about yoga in the hood. Saturday, free sessions, Keys Park by the tennis court. Show up with your mat. Make sure you done ate breakfast. Or
nutrients in.
If your body like mine, don't eat nothing. Just wait until afterwards.
Get you some brunch.
Yeah, get you some brunch.
Reward yourself with brunch.
Afterwards. Do you hear me? Okay, enough about all of that. But so the next topic we got is, this may be a very hurtful topic. I wish the guy was here because I know they men don't want to accept the truth. But basically my topic is called, does the truth really hurt? Mm. Basically, you have a lot of people that they don't really want the naked truth. They want a dressed up,
a lot of people don't like to be naked.
Lie.
They look themselves naked in the mirror. So.
And that's what it is, self-reflection.
Yeah. Yes. See, look, she's about to go in. Yeah. Did you see Tia?
Listen, I had it.
Tia, y'all didn't see Tia almost go off like a gun. She literally almost went off like a gun.
Know.
Yeah. I had to lean my shirt back. But I'm about to let her have it. But basically, I just think about that often because I've gotten to a point in my life where I want everything the truth. If you think I'm ugly, if you think I'm fat, if you think my nails or I'm looking ugly, you think I stink, you need to tell. If I brush my teeth, so they ask your breath stank. I know these are things that are small, but I want you to tell me the truth at all costs. If I'm messing up, tell me the truth. Mm-hmm. I've always learned, or in this case, I've always was told, but I had to learn it, that you could probably get anything you want in this world if you know how to talk, if you know how to say something. Yeah. It's not what you say, but it's how you say these things. It's true. Some people don't want to basically get the truth because basically it's how people are saying it. They're perceiving it so roughly, or either some people are saying it so roughly. Yeah, they're saying it so roughly. So it's kind of like you have to be able to read those people, get the correct vibe, and you got to be able to tell people the truth. Yeah. I always say,
but if you're one of those people who can tell the truth to people, because that's a special gift, you have to come from a compassionate place.
Yes.
I think that's where a lot of people get that misunderstanding, because you already don't want to hear the truth, especially if it's something about you fucking up.
Yes.
Especially if it's something about that. But it's a difference between, hey, Ebony, you are really fucking that up. Hey, Ebony, man, you're doing this great, but this is something that you could improve on. This is how you could do so.
Make sure.
I think so, yeah.
I make sure I don't tell, or just real quick, I was going to say, I'll make sure I don't tell my opinions unless I'm asked for them. Mm-hmm. I make sure of that because you can tell me about how your baby dad drop you off at work every day, and he don't work, and he going home, watch the kids, and you go to work every day. And I'm going to be like, oh, okay. Mm-hmm. But if you're not asking for my advice, I'm not going to tell you nothing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true, too.
I'm going to be able to go back around and tell you about my friend, a.k.a. you, but you don't know it's you, and give you that same scenario. And I just hope you think about it.
It clicks.
I hope it clicks in there and you basically understand that people are going through that type of stuff. I mean, not saying that you're not the only one and you're done for it, but I want you to understand it's time to sometimes it's going to be a time you're going to have to get up out of that situation.
Yeah. I think I'm very blunt. I tend to be very, very blunt. And so
Look at her.
I do. That's one thing that I've been working on myself this year is trying to.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Be compassionate.
No. We need the truth.
I don't want to hurt you like that. Especially if you're my close friend. If I'm trying to help you grow,
little compassion.
Yeah, I got to put a little cushion on it. And so I am trying to be conscious of how people are taking what I'm saying. Yeah. Because it can be hurtful. And I don't want to be that person. Sometimes it needs to be tough love.
Saying, because people are going to take it no matter whether you put cushion on or not. They take it how you want to take it. I think it's just how you feel comfortable delivering it and how you feel after you said it, what you said, you know.
That may be more what it is.
I used to like
me feeling my own kickback.
Right. Like, dang, I could have said she sucked a little bit more better than that. Yeah, I didn't have to say you suck so bad. I could have said, hey, you know, it's one of the things you could have.
Yeah,
you slightly sucking
do
right
it. You need to do it. I've learned how to tiptoe even when I first meet people. No, and I'm sorry if I've hurt some people's feelings that I've just met, you know, but they obviously hurt them too much if they came
But
right
that's
back
because
to
that's how you and I think that's about the whole communication. Once you figure out how somebody receives information, because some people may not be able to take that bluntness and they'll just shut down. They're not going to receive it. So you have to be able to tell it to them in a way that they'll receive it. And so that's what I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn how different people are going to react to different things, and how do I communicate that to you to where you can get it.
Because everybody's different. That's how you want to do. You want to treat the human being.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you want to do. You want to talk to the human being.
And not their symptoms.
Right.
So
right? Like, or what you feel like should be, you know, they should be doing or whatnot. So, just trying to throw a little compassion on that thing because, you know.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, because I just try to put myself in that shoe because I know if I was receiving this information, how would I take this? And 9 times out of 10, I'm kind of sensitive, so I'll be freaking pissed.
I know I'm sensitive. I know.
I will, girl. Oh my God.
And if you're my close friend or family member, and I care about you, I don't want to. I don't want to tear you down and break you down. Right. But if you're bugging up, I'm gonna still let you know. You gotta say that
though, and that's where the love comes from. Because a lot of people in my life, when I was making the choices I was making, chose not to say anything. Chose just to let me run into this brick wall.
So now you like, did you really care about
I run into this brick wall, and now you're like, I shouldn't have done that.
It hurts more.
Come on, where were you at when I was on my way into that wall? And
that hurts. That hurts
know.
more.
That's good.
When you get people like that, like that's where that's
good,
so
Ebony.
growing
She
pain.
dropping gems.
She brought that yoga in the hood, baby. She got that voice. I'm telling y'all. But when it comes, that's very true, and I hate it because it hurts.
Yeah.
That part of it hurts, and like you know, I've kind of gotten immune to it. Like I say, that's why I want people to tell me the truth all the time. Like, because I know I'm not perfect.
Right.
So I want to know what I'm doing wrong.
Right. I might think I'm going hard. I might think I'm just in there like
swimwear. And you just
delusional. I'm not really supposed to be doing this.
Just delusional.
What? I had no idea I wasn't supposed to be doing this. You've been doing this for years. You've been letting me do this.
Ain't nobody.
Nobody said it. I've been getting down like this for years. And you gonna tell me that this is what I shouldn't be doing, man? What was you
wasting my money, wasting my time,
wasting
I could be with my kids.
Oh, that's just a relationship. No, just tell me what it is. If you know something I don't see about this man, tell me what it is. Oh, I knew y'all wasn't supposed to be together.
Oh, I knew he was gay, girl. Well, bitch,
she went there.
Can you share with me?
I told you she was a good. I told you she was a good. I told you Tia was a good.
Stop playing.
Everybody in this room.
Stop
playing.
But and that's the thing, people don't want to hear it. Just like I think we've talked about this before. Like, would you tell your homegirl if her man is cheating? Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Be mad at me, but
and
just
I'm gonna pull up on this. I'm gonna pull up on it.
I done told her homegirl.
If I see y'all, I'm sorry. Well, y'all don't want me to know y'all man, because if I'm out here and you my homegirl and I see your old man out here hugged up,
I'm tipping over.
I'd rather I go over there and he be like, "Oh, this is really my cousin." And then I'm still gonna tell you.
Well, let's take a picture. All of us together.
We're gonna take a group selfie.
Let's take a selfie.
Whatever. I'd rather go over there and
I'm calling my phone right now. Hello, hey girl. He right here with somebody. Girl, I don't know who it is. I ain't even on the phone with nobody, but he thought I was.
Right. I'm telling.
But that's what I'm saying, guys. People don't want the naked truth. Like you said, they don't want to see them look stuff in the mirror. They can't seem to look at themselves. They just like want to burst out into tears. They want this dressed up lie.
No.
So being able to look at yourself, like I know people that do follow your social media or they do follow your platform. They saw the photos that you've taken.
Yeah.
You know, how did you get the courage up to do that. I mean, you don't have the coins like Miss Badu, but you did go out there and you pushed. You just made every other woman say, I can too.
Right. And that was kind of my goal with that, because I had really started to become into myself, like really noticed that just tapping into the skin that I was in. And I was like, oh, okay, you know, I am beautiful, and and I want other people to feel like that. Yeah. You know, once I learn something and once it becomes very valuable to me, then it becomes my duty for me to share that with others. And so that was the best way that I knew how at that time, was to just give because I had never been the one to show people who I was, and I had never been the one to give people the naked truth about me, and that's literally what I wanted to do, because I felt like if I was going to be able to connect to people in the manner that I wanted to connect, then I had to give them the bare truth about me, and so that was just my version of doing so.
That's dope. Man, that's dope. That's amazing. I noticed before I even met you, before I even went to any of the yogas in the hood, like, she's confident. That's what came. She's confident. She knows exactly who she is. Also, she doing it. I'm finna go do it too.
Right.
You know.
Right.
That spirit, that vibe, that inspiration that you give. Like how often do you hear that? You know?
I hear it a lot, and it's so crazy coming from where I'm from, coming from where I've come from as an individual.
All right, Anthony Hammer.
Yes, like, and my growth is just so interesting to hear people say that. But that's been one of my mantras since I started. That I just want to inspire people to be the greatest version of themselves, and the only way that I can do that is continue to be the greatest version of myself.
And that's when, like, when you talk about, like, your skin color and your size, like, you're bringing people in who would not feel comfortable normally to come into something. Like, well, she do it, I can do it too. And that's the whole point.
And that is the whole point. That's why I do the things I do, and that's why I go as hard as I go, because I definitely want to inspire people to be the greatest version of themselves, and let them know and give them the tools to do so, and let them know that differs from me every day. Like, I might be able to only show up as this is the greatest version of myself is not cussing you out right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so having that understanding that switches from moment to moment.
Yes.
Sound like the nigga truth to me.
Right.
Sound like the nigga truth to me.
Tread lightly.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So just me.
I'm all in, but tread lightly.
Just me staying off your ass is me being the greatest version of myself right now.
In this moment.
Yeah. And so just moment by moment, just practicing being the greatest version of Ebony, so I can be that reflection for other people and let you know, man, if I can come, I don't necessarily come from the gutter, let me not say that, but my own traumatic experiences within myself, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think anybody would ever think that. I mean, well, I can only think about that for myself. I don't think anybody would ever look at you and say, oh, she come from, because your aura brings confidence.
Yeah. It's how you project.
Oh my God, you like, this is like queen, like, so I don't I don't really think anybody would. Why would you say it? Even if you don't like black people?
Yeah. But I haven't always been like that. I have been a menace to society. Gotcha. Like real stuff, like, got put out of colleges, like real things, just a total menace. Like one of those kids where the teacher be like, oh God, please don't put Ebony in my class.
In my class.
Please. It's a pool. We rolling dice. Whoever lose get in. So
putting the teachers out the classroom,
right? I have. I've locked people out of like portables or things like I was that kid. Like, so just to be able to come from that,
growing pains
to where you are now,
is an amazing thing. And I just want people to know that you can. It's nothing. Well, I am special, but it doesn't. You're the same special. You know what I'm saying? That you can do anything that you put your mind to. It only take faith and power. Work. That the power dwells within you, that everything that you're looking for outside of you dwells within you, that God gave you the power to do everything that he set forth for you to do. You have it all. You're not waiting on him, he waiting on you.
It's just you realizing actions.
Yes, your actions. Because I've been talking to sugar out of cake my whole life.
What's going on over here?
And only until my actions started matching my words that things just really started popping off in my life.
Because he's waiting for us to take that step. Yeah. And you don't realize that. And it's like, well, God, you promised me this.
Right.
And this and
I
that.
did, but you're not even going hard. It's right here waiting for you.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
But we don't pay attention. We get so comfortable.
Yeah.
And
we get so comfortable
in that BS.
Yes.
In the Matrix. We in the Matrix. It's time to wake up.
Yeah.
I've noticed that even over time, as Black women, as entrepreneurship has grown.
Yeah.
It's more aware. Even if people are just selling nails, people have become so aware that they can build off of something.
There's a market for everything and for everyone.
It's a market for who you are. It's a market for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can become a brand.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
As a photographer, I know that it's just not me that can do everything in Dallas.
Yeah.
If we build, okay.
I'm so glad you said that.
I stopped right there because I thought about a video I watched the other day with Issa Rae, and she was talking to, doing an interview, and she was talking about how so many times we want to network up when we need to network across.
Yeah.
And that stuck with me because it was like, dang, I've been trying to get people to realize that. Like, I don't want to go and, interview Tyrese. Yes, I do. Why am I lying?
Right.
But the next best thing in Dallas, Texas could be right across.
Yeah.
Maurice.
So that so that
making those connections.
Make those connections in
That's
Dallas.
how you build.
I'm so glad you said that
Go
because
I'm
just gonna speak from my experience.
Naked truth. Go ahead.
That's
naked.
where we at. I'm finna get real naked.
Don't get wrong.
This is the thing that I've learned, unfortunately, about African American women, and it fucking sucks. It sucks because when you do that and you expand yourself and you go out and you reach out to these sisters, then they only want you to go so far. Like if you're inching up ahead, my idea is I'm only making a path for us to come through.
Yeah.
But your idea is that, now we're in competition of sorts, and now that we are, we're not even doing the same thing, so why can't we bond together?
Right.
But what I have noticed about my white counterparts is that even if they don't like each other, even if they're frenemies, they're going to get the job done. They're going to make sure they're going to get the shmoney.
They're going to get that money.
They're going to get the shmoney. They're not gonna let their personal feelings about Becky or whatever with the good hair.
I think what it is that we have been in competition with each other for
so long,
years.
Yeah,
it goes all the way back to slavery times when we were competing against each other for
to
live.
You was in the
light
big
skin,
house.
dark skin, whatever it is.
Was outside.
And so it's ingrained in us.
No, I wasn't in the house. So you probably was out there.
You was a mammy. You was feeding them.
Oh, yeah.
I was feeding them. You was serving them or getting fucked
or getting raped.
And you probably was out there with our grandma and them. Right. We all got the same daddy or something like that. Same mama,
crazy.
But different daddy.
Yeah. And so what they did was we were in competition for roles and statuses. They were ripping our families apart. So it's ingrained in us to have this fight against each other, like you said, and we're not here working together. And
that's why we need to be doing yoga, because yoga will help you to release and break those chains. That is so true. It's so true. But how long can we hang on to that? How long can we be like the white man did this and that? Like, what are we doing to better ourselves?
To come up out of that.
Come up out of that, because it is. I have literally broken chains in my own lineage. You know what I'm saying? And so I understand what the techniques are for that, and understand that we need to be, as African Americans, doing so, but we also have to be open to that. Yeah. Like, no, I mean, the white man is not making you be a fucking douchebag right now and be, angry at everybody who's coming around you and think that people are trying out to. No, that's you and your own insecurities and things that make their mindset.
And that hurts because of the fact
it hurts.
It doesn't look good for our daughters.
It doesn't.
It doesn't look good for the future. And I've always said that. I feel like it's just me that the old needs to die off so the new can come up and grow.
But they have a lot to teach us, though.
They have a lot to teach us, and I would love for us to learn from their mistakes, rather take their mistakes with us, and we end up dwelling.
Well, they're not going to talk about. They rarely talk about those mistakes.
No, that's the part of it that I say.
And that's what we got to break.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I say it has to be the truth. Like, if it hurts, it doesn't matter because it's facts. It's true. Like, I don't want you to dress up something and then we're going along, just dragging along. I need to have the truth about how I am, how selfish I am, how I'm not humble.
It so we can move on.
Yes, expose.
But they couldn't
the
even function like you said. They couldn't even function like that. They couldn't function, run around, talk about. They think we crazy because we out here talking about how we feel and things of that nature. But they didn't have the opportunity to do so. So I think it's like bridging that gap and understanding each other, and not trying to change one another, but understanding that this is where this generation is coming from and how we can learn from them and how they can learn from us.
They can learn from us. Yes.
Yeah, because it's just such a beautiful thing to be in the same dwellings as my mother and her be a true witness of who I was and who I am now. And having a knowing that these are things that really are helping her, and can they help me? How can I adapt these things into my life?
How they helping your children? I want my children to learn from all my mistakes. I don't hide anything from them.
I don't. I'm
sure
wide open. And some people say I'm too wide open, but whatever.
No, you're not.
You have to prepare
these streets
them.
wide open.
They're gonna prepare. Yep. Either you prepare them or they
right.
will.
These streets wide open. I want you to go out there and be able to tell them, nah, that ain't what that is. My mama said that ain't what that is.
Exactly. My mama said.
My mother said that's not what that is,
and we're not gonna.
You don't even know.
And we're not gonna do it.
We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna settle for it. I definitely agree with everything that you ladies have been saying about the naked truth. I wanted to talk about this for so long, or I wish we could have talked about it longer, because that part of it is just what hurts more, is that people don't accept that truth.
Yeah.
So last question I have on my end was basically, like you were saying, you brought it to my attention earlier, pushing that path through, pushing or opening up that barrier to where people can come and, well, I can't say people because we were targeting women, black women. So what would you say to a black woman that's out there? I don't want to say that's hating, because I don't want to focus on so much the negative.
That is, and you're not hating me, but you're hating yourself. It's just coming off that way.
It's projected.
It's just projected upon me. You know what I'm saying? But what I had to understand is that you don't even know me to hate me. Like, you just know that this is something that you aspire to be. And instead of doing and making the moves that are going to help you be the greatest version of yourself, you don't want to put the work in. So it's just easier for you, or that's what you know, is to attack me and the things that I'm doing. And so what I would say to us is that you have to definitely work on yourself first. Like, we cannot come together in a group, you know what I'm saying, and we're not working on ourselves. And why are you so upset when you see me going hard? What's pissing you off about me going hard?
That should motivate you.
That should be your question. You don't have no self-love. You're insecure about the things that are going on. Even when you with your man and that's your husband, and you know if he with you, then why are you getting mad because he complimented somebody else? Her dress probably was nice. Why can't you compliment somebody else?
You're not confident enough.
You're not confident enough in yourself. And so that would be the first thing I would say, that you must grow yourself. You have to grow yourself. You have to take care of yourself. You have to change your own mind frame, and then and only then will we be able to come together in like-mindedness and get the job done. I mean, it's a perfect example, just like in schools in North Dallas, whatever, Hockaday, whatnot. Like, you guaranteed that the PTA is not going to let the kids go without their Christmas program because it's going to be the bomb.com. But if you get over here in the South, like, it won't even be able to come together because we can't even come together to execute a common cause. We can't even put our own emotions and feelings and idiosyncrasies to the side to get the job done. This is why we're steady. That's why we're lacking.
Stagnant.
We're so worried about the wrong things instead of worrying about things that are going to be able to push and motivate our children. Our children.
Wear it in general. We live our lives in stress, and if you knew what stress did to your body, then you wouldn't be doing that. Yeah.
That's probably why I couldn't get on that yoga stand. You know, what you got on your on our final thoughts, Tia, for the naked truth, and is you gonna dress it up and make it look cute?
Come on, dress it
up.
Oh
no,
I know Tia ain't
I'm delivering this bald headed butt, this naked truth to you. You're gonna hear the truth. You're gonna hear the truth. So I definitely do. I always say, like you said, if you don't want to know the real answer, do not ask me because I'm going to give you the real answer.
Wrong thing
that
to
opinion
do.
Gonna be crazy.
I'm
gonna tell you. It's gonna be the truth.
It's gonna be the truth. So you always know that you'll get the truth from me.
So tell the people, the listeners, our people on live, people that are listening, how they can find you.
Follow Miss Ebony.
Go ahead and shout out all your platforms.
Follow me on all social media at Yoga, and that's YOGA, the letter N as in Nancy, DAHOGA. YOGA. So yoga in the hood, like literally yoga in the hood. On all social media, and you can go to my website, yoga_NDAHOOD.com, and find out where I'll be and find out the different classes that I offer. I also teach trap yoga, different editions of yoga. And, of course, we have free yoga every Saturday at Keys Park, 10 o'clock a.m. Follow me on social media. On October the 16th, I have an awesome, amazing announcement. I can't say anything right now because I'll get in trouble. So it's freaking amazing. I'll tell y'all out there. Okay. So it's going to be freaking awesome. So follow me, and Yoga in the Hood will be at Harvard the 20th through the 23rd, and we'll just be talking about yoga and how you can use yoga to heal communities and things of that nature. So we're just doing amazing things by the grace of God. I'm just, super excited to do the work and to offer wellness to everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody needs that.
We appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Y'all holding it down.
Definitely. I wanted to say, as far as you guys coming to Saturday Yoga in the Hood, you guys need to be there. Ebony is amazing. Thank you for coming on the show. Everything that she's been doing has been just so motivational. Before I even went to the class, I knew I was going to be motivated, or in this case, I got that from her, the confidence, that motivation. So you guys need to definitely check out all her platforms. Tia, spit, girl. Go on, spit your stuff.
You can follow me at TiaTalks_ on Twitter and Instagram. Also, follow my other podcast at Say What That's Pod.
Those are my friends. Yay. And you can catch Ashley, Picture Perfect Ashley Nicole. You can catch me on Instagram at Snap by Ashley Nicole. On Twitter, you can catch me at Snap by Ashley because they were hating on Nicole. Also, Talking 30.
Talking 30.
If I don't say this, I will get in trouble. So I would have to say, guys, please nominate. I have to laugh because it's
Co-sign nominated.
Oh my God, the award.
We miss you, Geronimo.
Yes, we miss you, but I have to say that. So the award, what is it? The award nominated.
Co-sign awards.
Oh my God, the co-sign awards, guys. So we are nominated for 2 awards. We are nominated for Podcast of the Year on co-sign, also Podcast of the Year on After Party Radio. You guys have until the end of this month to submit your votes. If you need to know where to vote at, you can go to our Facebook page, which is the Talking 30 Radio Show. And you can definitely follow us there for all cute, wonderful events coming up that we have. Also, sign up and get... oh, my God, I almost kind of went blank because I was thinking about those Audible books. No, guys. Look, come on, Audible books. But definitely, you guys can follow us also on our platform, Talking30.live, and catch us on all our social media. Catch our old episodes there as well. iHeart, iTunes, you name it. I think we own everything. Yeah. So just Google Talking30.com. Talking30.live, and you will find us everywhere. But also, we miss our brothers, Q the Great, Geronimo the Don. We are praying for traveling grace. And you have been listening to Talking 30. And we're out next Monday from 8 to 10 p.m. Peace out. We're out. Hello, I'm Picture Perfect Ashley Nicole.
Yo, it's your man Geronimo the Don.
And your band Q the Great.
And you can tune in every Monday from 8 to 10 p.m.
For kickback and conversations, check out Q the News, check out the Focus of the Week, and check out Now That I'm Older.
Catch us every Monday on the B-side of the After Party Radio.
See you at the party.
And you already know. And if you want to reach me,